Burn skill? I'm not a huge fan of starting poison, but I'm even less of a fan of starting like single item crit. Okay, just find botanical gardens, I say. And then we do beat Viper, and he'll give us Fang, and then we're super happy. Get out poisoned, little snake. Yeah, just Toxic Fang one time. One time for the one time, we need it. No. But hey, it's 2 gold. 2 gold is 2 gold. Medium items.
What can I get you? Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
I want to keep gold for a docks item. I feel like I'm gonna be pretty solidly in aquatic, so I don't mind picking up this fishing rod here. Haste item. There are some good smalls here. You know what? That's not half bad either. I was considering spiking the upgrade on the life preserver, but it doesn't matter this fight, so felt like it was more worth going for. Honestly, the haste item event on Vanessa is currently really good, I think. We got a enchanted item start enjoyer, it seems like. Scaling up those succulents. Unfortunately for him, that's not the best strategy into poison. And your 1 damage Jojo and briefcase is not going to do it. I hated that, yeah. Now I just need my fishing rod to give me like one good, like a catfish. Just hand me a catfish. No, second jellyfish. That's it. Well, Glamray is a pretty good item at least. And we have a friend.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Always rolling. This is interesting. I think left-handed is such a good and versatile skill that I feel like I'm supposed to be willing to take it here. I probably should have put my 1 poison on as well. I'll take just a small aquatic item. That's a high roll. That's really good. These are both pretty fast. Eh. Honestly, this one might be sticking around on my board. It's pretty good if I get it to silver. It'll kind of get perma-hasted. And yeah, this fight is really easy to beat if you have poison and like any one defense. Okay.
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
Oh, that's 4 gold. Okay, so I wonder if I unironically up the jellyfish. I actually think so, because it's basically like having the cooldown.
The quicker the fight. Hello.
then seashell and roll. I mean, Illusory is fine. Dark Ray isn't bad. I don't really think I'm on a Shark Ray angle, so I'll just take the cheap option. And then money, because we already have tempo. It would be nice if we had like one more friend, but this will do. Yeah.
Go ahead.
There is an argument to be made to putting Clamra next to it for the start of combat haste, but I don't think that's quite it. This definitely looks too slow to beat me, so not too worried there. I should remember at this point, I do probably want to pick up any curio that I come across, since I have the silver clamor already. If I can up the slow on that at all, it's really powerful even into the late game, especially if I'm going for like poison strat. And then it's like crab, depth charge.
Take your time. I'm pretty late.
That's good.
Home, but people thought it was weird.
Don't care about those. Go for fights. Ooh, I do think we beat him. Oh, we got a crab. That's so good. Don't think the 32 damage matters at all right now, but the scaling poison feels quite relevant. This guy's got some really good drops for us, potentially too. I think we do beat him. Even the Chum wouldn't be bad at all. His skills are pretty good. The XP is, of course, massive. I do got some good defenses. Like, he scales pretty scarily, but with this much poison, I think we're good. For fights like this, it probably ended up mattering quite a lot that I made sure to upgrade the jellyfish to have it have that perma-haste, especially against these slows.
You have won my respect.
Barely beat him through the life preserver. Which is, that's so much XP, it's ridiculous. There's no advantage to selling first. Now, Etherite is a different story, but I think thanks to left-handed and yeah, with Chum left-handed, and if I sell this, I should have enough shield pressure to make sure that Etherite doesn't kill me. She is surprisingly easy to beat thanks to all the nerfs that like force field and everything else has gotten. Yeah, that's definitely enough pressure. You just gotta make sure that her shield, like, it's fine if it stays a bit, but it can't be allowed to fully grow, or it kinda kills you. I don't hate upgrading this, but more skills makes the potential, like, depth charge pivot so much better. However, I do think I will take the B1, B2. I don't hate Isla because she has the little crit eel, which would be good, and Mantis Shrimp would also be good because it gives me the last multicast on the Illusory, but having this one for this fight is very nice. I don't really mind buying this one, because it's funnily strong here, and it's good if I ever find, like... Technically this is poison scaling. That's definitely better here. But yeah, like, if I find submarine or something... Oh, you know what? Isn't it just this with cooldown reduction? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Seems good to me.
Go ahead.
Honestly, this jellyfish is putting in work.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
I'm not a huge fan of Poison Skill Start, because Vanessa only has 2 Poison Bronzes now, so if you don't find either, you're like in a really tough spot. But if you do find it, it's really strong, especially... It's kind of funny, Jellyfish always used to be like the OG Vanessa early game friend and poison applier, but it stopped being relevant for a really long time, and now it feels a little bit back. These are good things. Roll. Those are good things too. When you get fishing rod to gold, it starts to really matter. We got a seaweed as well. Okay, so this I care about, but I'm also definitely buying the clamor upgrade. So... I'm decently willing to sell out of Life Preserver now that I've found Seaweed. Like, it kind of makes it obsolete. Now I just need to find that Curio, but not right here. That's good. We can just do this, and we take the free item. That upgrade. We could have taken bronze chocolates as well. Maybe that was honestly the play. I'm pretty happy to take a frontal shielding here. It synergizes a lot with what we're actually doing, and then we just go highest X. Because we have seaweed and a quick charging pearl, which makes this fight really easy. And yeah, this is kind of stacking up like a lot of crit. I just need to find the actual depth charge, or any kind of haste would really help. Here's our gold. I'm not super thrilled about going ammo. Oh, never mind. That has our depth charge, yeah. Yeah. You just gotta ask nicely, you know.
Now don't go shouting about it. I keep a low profile.
I mean, we win, I guess. Very cool. Yeah. Nice. Not much else to say. Ranging it for aesthetics.
You should know. I'm a bit
So what do we need now? I would really like Figurehead. I think Figurehead makes a huge difference on depth charge boards, since you can make them go a lot faster. And oh boy, I am not the build you want to be playing Fatigue Shield against right now. That is brutal. Yeah, I don't know, this feels like a pretty criminal board. It's just very poisoned. We got a lot of things that we can upgrade to. Obviously the ammo for this is like the best thing we can find, just any gunpowder. No gunpowder. Always click docks. Better jellyfish. So I think the camera right now is not super strong, but it will be really good as soon as I get any kind of slow to put on it. But since I feel like I'm in a really strong position now, I just want to buy gold chocolates to make sure that I can win with this tempo. And all of the skills are really good, and the Vial of Blood is quite good too. Even like the little spider isn't too bad. This is CDR.
You beat me. I kind of enjoyed it.
There we go. It's really powerful with the crab as well. Always click Mountain Pass. This is a kind of fun one too, Toxic Friendship. Probably wouldn't run it, but these are good. That's money. Money on the other side. Not bad. A lot of poison. What do I take on 7? Like, I feel inclined to say that it's skill here, but leveling this up reduces the cooldown on it. Well, right now I do sort of feel like it's just, if this goes off, I win, so might as well make it go faster.
Come with no weapons, leave with big. I can feel our energies resonating.
Captain's Wheel is relevant if we end up transitioning into a shipwreck. But I don't think we need Captain's Wheel even if we are in shipwreck. There are other things that we can do in shipwreck without having the Captain's Wheel, so I'm valuing the gold for now. We actually have more health than this pig, and as soon as he hits us below half and Medusa triggers, it's kind of over. If it even gets us to that point. Yeah, there we go. Tons of poison, and then freeze everything. Shield back up, and he's dead. Nice. I don't know, when the expansion pack came out, I wasn't playing this at all. I thought it was gonna be pretty bad. But the more I've been playing with it, the more I think it's quite fun to sort of try to enable it. So you get to run a lot of this goofy stuff. I just want more health. Like, that's diamond chocolates or gold chocolates, but for free. And speaking of... I kind of don't think the jellyfish matter anymore at this point, and Chum is surprisingly very fast and has a kind of crazy effect. I think I like just going for this, and yeah, chocolates. Chocolates feel good. I mean, anytime that I don't die, I win. So things that make me not die feel good. I'm a little bit worried about the speed here, but the Medusa can come in clutch, and I do have a very powerful Pearl, which really helps with this fight. So the second, the freezes that I get off here kind of prevents the Fire Claw from getting its second activation. And then, yeah, we freeze there. We're good. I thought that would maybe be closer, but it wasn't close at all. And we like gold tier skills, and we love Gunner, that's amazing. Now we just need the dive weights. I really like putting more burn on this, because burn is so much better the more you stack it. I think we're kind of at the point where I can actually start going gumballs, because the shield gumballs are really good here, but we also do have this whole full board, like, major crit scaling going on. Yeah, so now pretty much all I'd be looking for would be maybe dive weights, figurehead, and slows for my Clamra from Curio. And he can't one-shot me, and then we'll perma-freeze him here. 60% crit, and he just dies. Diveways is just really nice synergy because it's a fast early trigger that lets you stack up more of these early on to make the depth charge go off more reliably. And I don't actually care all that much for medium items. Could be figurehead. I think gumballs are a bit too good here. Just because I already have such a powerful pearl, it makes me a lot more happy to go gumballs. And Shock Trooper is a good one. Tracer Fire helps with depth charge. The incendiary rounds could have been good, but we don't really need them at this point, since we found Gold Gunner. And it would be nice if we get like 2 freezes on that one. Yep. Nice. It's not 42% chance, this one always crits, it lies. That's a lot of gold at least. We're almost at our enchants. And I am pretty happy about where my health is at. Beach Ball is not really what I'm looking for, since I want more targeted haste. This last one just doesn't matter. That's much better.
As long as you draw breath, your training is not complete.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Okay, this looks too slow to beat me, so I think we're good. They only have these seaweed in terms of healing, so just the poison should kill them quite effectively. Honestly, even the burn is kinda getting there, but yeah.
Got talent. You should put it toward
I
noble
do like Torpedo quite a bit, and I think they've got a pretty good board, but Depth Charge just kinda does it better. I'm very willing to just take Burn on this, because that kills really aggressively. So in a lot of scenarios where you might end up needing to raise, having Burn is a lot better than having Poison.
It's
You've
not
got my figurehead.
overpriced. You're overpoor.
So water wheel is very interesting. I would lose some amount of multicasts. So I'm pretty sure it would look like this and it would go there. But I think that is probably worth it, at least for quite a bit, just since we currently don't have any haste. Would it be like this, and we're still at 7 multicast, which seems like plenty? Oh, I'm willing to sell this. That's fine.
Sylvia's got class, but no taste. Oh, that silver.
Like, this kind of solves one of the few things that actually pose a potential issue for me currently, which is that I need a way to make it go off the second time as well. And we're win streaking pretty hard, so I think I'm just going to value this temp boost to make sure. And I don't really care. 3. Okay, so I think unless I miscalculated, this one makes me level. Oh yeah, yes, slow burn. It's always this one. I can't believe I nearly forgot about that. Yeah, so it's not like quite perma haste, but it's a lot of haste, which will do nicely. And I don't think it's worth moving the depth charge over here, because I care a lot more about having the first haste before the charge goes. I'm not that crazy for money here, so I'm just gonna go with this. And with Burn, I'm pretty willing to just take Cinders, even though we have Nufu. Yeah. So you can give me
Don't worry,
both
none of my
the
students have grown extra eyes. This was
slow burn
a
and
unique circumstance.
yeah. I think this is a lot better,
A
yeah.
mile is just a
So
measurement.
that's perfect.
All measurements are
That puts
measurements.
this at 6 for the first charge, which does make me think that kind of changes the equation. 3 puts me at 8. And this one, like this, will go at 5 seconds. It goes. No, okay, going at 5 is better. Just had to make sure. Okay, that looks really good.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Yeah, and this looks like a really favorable matchup. We're making sure that we're going quickly, and of course we have both poison and burn, so it's kind of regardless of which defensive trait someone has, we have something that deals with it. This might be a diamond run, unless something unexpected happens. Okay. Oh, that's nasty. This still works.
I'm so fast, I'm
I would have thought about it if I found a figurehead. I think figurehead is pretty worthwhile. Okay, I need to take bronze chocolates more often. Sometimes you're just at that spot in the mid game. Weapons platform, distributed systems would be really good, and Kina is really good too. And this way we still go at 5. It probably wasn't worth cutting the chum. Like, we don't really need double crabs, even if it's cute. But I mean, that's kind of why we tested in the PV. So we go back to this. Yeah. That's good. None of this gets lower cooldown from being on the board, so don't need to care about that. And we're still just playing for tempo.
You should know. I'm a
Yeah,
legend.
honestly, fishing rod is really good if you find it at the right timing. Because, it's kind of expensive to keep around at the start, but gold aquatic items specifically are really good. And when you get to that point, it can be pretty tough to be able to find them consistently in the shop. So just the fact that, you know, it could give me a second pearl here would be really powerful. Upgraded seaweed, second seaweed, second clamra to full trigger slow burn. It's almost more good hits than bad hits. I'm definitely willing to run dive weights with gold gunner. It'll just mean the water wheel goes off much faster. And we like loot. Haste would be best. That's the haste. And it's definitely on this boy. And we're always upgrading this because it cuts a second off the first activation. So now we're gonna be down to... I do actually need to check the math. So now it actually goes off at 5 seconds, which is faster than the dive ways. So then it looks like this. And then it'll give haste to everything. Interestingly enough, the fact that it goes off faster than water wheel makes there a real argument towards just like cutting water wheel. I'll have to consider that. But I don't think, like, the water wheel is not bad, especially in the sense of, like, do you really crit me on both? That's so rude. Thankfully it didn't matter, but critting me twice there is very rude. Oh, that's interesting. Diveways actually went off more than Pearl. So maybe that one goes next to the water wheel. And now I do want to go middle, because if I find... buy that for BM, I guess. That's a great upgrade. Makes this even faster. But if I'd found the figurehead, I would have been willing to cut water wheel. Okay. Not a whole lot to consider. Like, it's running the chum instead of, like, the seaweed could be relevant. We're temp boosting, because if we win here, we just win. You know, we could make it look like this. I don't think it super matters, but this felt like a very aesthetic board, so you know
Go
what?
ahead.
Let's go with it.
Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
They have half my health. Single weapon sniper. They did, unfortunately, not have enough targets for my depth charge to just go off immediately, but now they're frozen for eternity. So, yeah, about that. Well, looking frosty over there, Mr. Opponent. That was a pretty easy 10-0. Depth charge goes crazy with Gunner, slow burn Clamra is one of the strongest synergies in the game. The Pearl had a lot of stuff on it, like it was kind of... I think, I want to say this is like the textbook, just ideal depth charge game. The only thing that would have made it better is Figurehead is really good for those fast starts, and of course, if I'd made it to my diamond skills, I would have hoped for like Barnacle Crusted or just things to make me start faster, but
My crew, my
that kind of goes to show
1,000
just the
voices
strength
guide
of
me to
burn
victory.
dive weights, burn depth charge, and depth charge in general. Even after the nerfs, it's if you get all of the cooldown reduction on it, it's a pretty strong item.